So Stephanie, thanks for coming in,
I'm glad to be here.
and looking forward to the interview. So I guess let's start off. If you could, I looked over your resume, and if you could just highlight some of your strengths for me, I would appreciate it.
Okay, well, I think, and I'm pretty sure I put it on my resume, is I'm very detail oriented. And I always put like 100% into whatever I do. I like to make sure things are done on time and done accurately. I think I'm also a people person. I get along with a vast variety of people, and I work in lots of different teams and groups. And I think I communicate well and listen to people.
Okay. Well, to contrast that, what are some weaknesses or some areas of improvement in your professional life?
Well, I think one thing I don't like to deal with, I don't like to deal with conflict very often. And that's something, I'm working on how to address that when I encounter it. Another thing is probably sometimes I have to work on my body language. Sometimes that can reveal what I'm thinking sometimes, and I've been working on that as well.
So let me just expand on that. So how have you worked on that? What are some things that you've done?
Well, recently I've attended a mutual learning workshop, which is about communicating with other people and changing my mindset on how I think about things. And so by using the skills that I learned there, I'm trying to be more mindful of how I communicate, including all aspects of my communication.
All right, very good. Okay, so how would you describe, or how would your current boss or last boss, how would he or she describe you?
I think they would definitely describe me as a very good worker. I complete my tasks and I complete them with a high level of performance. I think they know I'm dependable, that they can ask me pretty much to do anything and I'll do it. I'm very willing. I can adapt to change very quickly. I also think that they would probably say that I don't have to have a lot of direct supervision. I don't need to be micromanaged. They know that if they ask me to complete my task, they know that I'll get it done.
Okay. And just in your own words, why do you want this position? Why would you like to come to work here?
Well, I've recently gone back and completed my degrees, and so I'm looking to move up in my field, and I've been learning more about lean and continuous improvement, and so that's really what I want to do. And so I would like to take on more responsibility and be responsible to help others and develop others in that area.
Okay. And we talked about some of your strengths. What other qualities or talents would you bring to the job?
I think I have a positive attitude and a willingness to learn. I feel like every day I'm learning new things. So I think that anything that's thrown at me, I'd be willing to just take it all in and learn from it and want to gain more knowledge and learn from others as well. I think that's very important, is to share knowledge with others and learn from them as well.
Okay, and what, from your perspective, what is your most important contribution to your last employer?
I would probably say my loyalty to the company. I've been at my last company for almost 25 years, and it's been a wonderful company to work for. And I think being able to communicate that to other people and share my experience with my coworkers and new employees that are in the company on what a great place this is to work.
Okay. Well, lastly here, tell me, what is your most important contribution to your last employer? And let's choose another one. How do you perform under pressure?
I think I perform well under pressure. One example is that I'm currently working full-time and completing my degree, so on a pretty tight schedule, so I tend to work well under pressure. Sometimes it can get to me a little bit, but overall I think I do really well. I try to remain calm. I always try to have a positive attitude and plan things out and make sure I have a plan to complete the tasks and get them all done. And then I'm also not afraid to ask for help if I need it. That's one thing I definitely am willing to do, sometimes you do need help of others, and that's very important that, you know, you can rely on your team and your coworkers and your boss if necessary.
Okay. Well, we really appreciate you coming in for the interview, and we'll be in touch.
All right, thank you so much.
You're welcome.